know that little voice in your head that is always telling you not to do this or not to do that? What if you get hurt, or what if you hurt them? What if you mess up? Well, recently I've noticed that voice has been putting a big wedge in between what I want and need to get done every day and what I do. Each time I listen to that voice, instead of trusting my ability to do what I need to do, it makes it harder and harder to get done what I need, filling me with more doubt and therefore avoiding doing those things more and more. After a week of being sick, today I decided that I will no longer be listening to that voice inside of my head. I woke up tired with my period, wanting to do nothing more than get in bed and lay there all day, but I didn't. And now, in one day, my confidence has increased significantly because I know even if I get hurt or feel pain or make mistakes, I will be okay. We are all capable of so much, and I hope you all take away from this video that it is impossible to know what will happen. It is impossible to avoid pain in doing anything in life. But you can be ruled by fear and have it stop you from doing the things that you want to do, or you can confront it, feel short-term discomfort, and move on with your life. It's your choice. But today, I chose to confront it, and I'm very glad that I did.
Hi guys, it's Cindy. Welcome to my channel. Last night, I planned to go to bed at 10 a.m. and wake up at 5. I think I went to bed at 3 because I couldn't fall asleep and woke up at 7. So, now it's probably like 12 o'clock. I took my grandparents to an appointment this morning, and I also got my period, so I am just not really feeling like doing anything. I'm so tired. I think it's so important to listen to your body, but I also know that if I don't do anything all day, I'm going to feel so much worse than if I get things done. This morning I've already made breakfast, showered, blow dried my hair, all things that I thought were going to be too much work, and they weren't at all. So now that my breakfast is made, I'm gonna watch this video. I think I was reading this book and it was talking about this talk, so I'm gonna watch it. I don't want to because I'd rather just watch something that I know I'll enjoy for sure, but I'm gonna watch it and see after what I think. Okay, I finished watching the speech now. It was a commencement speech done by David Foster Wallace, and he was talking about how a lot of people go through life unconsciously. You can be more aware of your thoughts. It will tremendously help you go throughout post-grad life and your whole entire adult life in general. So yeah, it was pretty interesting. Now I'm gonna get dressed. I really just want to put back on my pajamas, but I made a promise to myself I would get dressed every single day. So we're just gonna put on a cozy, comfy outfit. I just put on this long sleeve, and then I have these Juicy Couture sweats. I'm going to call the bank now because I've been meaning to call the bank for the past couple of days and I've been putting it off, so let's go do that now. Okay, so I'm not gonna put on makeup because the thing is, what I'm trying to do today is the things that I know I should do, but I don't want to. When I go makeup today, I genuinely just don't want to. It's not because I feel lazy or anything. I think it's gonna bother, so I'm not gonna do that right now. I curled my lashes and I'm gonna put on eyebrow gel. Because there's certain things in life that you might just not wanna do. And then there's the things that you know you should do, but you don't. And if you avoid all those things that you know you should do, you're not going to feel very good. So it's really important to look at why you're not doing things. Are you not doing things because you don't want to, or is it because of fear? And if it's because of fear, then you should probably give it a try and see how it goes. I'm actually sweating. I don't know why. My room is so cold at night, but today it's hot, so I think I'm going to put on another a tank top instead. I never wear tank tops in the winter, but I am burning up. So, oh, I have a really cute shirt I've been wanting to wear. Okay, we're gonna put that on. Okay, all done. This shirt's so cute. I just know that if I were to wear this out of the house, I'd get such big sweat stains in it. But for in the house, it's okay. It's a cute shirt. Now what we're gonna do is Etsy. Nothing in me wants to do that right now. It sounds hard. I know it's not difficult. I just would rather lay in bed right now. But I'm gonna do it, and I'm either gonna watch a show or listen to an audiobook, and I know I'll be fine. I know it'll be enjoyable actually. So yeah, guys, I've been putting off calling the bank for probably 4 days, and I just realized that the bank set something up so I don't even need to call them. I can do what I need to do online. And that's the thing, like, if I would have just taken the second to even like try, I would have realized that it's not that difficult. But I've been putting it off for 4 days, and now I come to realize it's gonna take me 5 seconds to do this. So there's your sign. Take a second to look into the things that you don't want to do, because even if it is something that's very difficult, the amount of time it will take to get that done is so insignificant in compared to the time that you've been thinking about it and the pain it's caused you in that time while you've just been sitting there doing nothing. And once you actually do it, you're gonna feel great. Okay, so while I do my Etsy work, I am going to be listening to the 5-Second Rule audiobook by Mel Robbins. I just finished her the High Five Habit book, and I also recently listened to the Let Them Theory on Audible, and they were both so incredible. I think she's a phenomenal writer and speaker. Everything she talked about is so relevant to my life, and especially this video. A big part of the book I'm reading right now, you know what you need to do and the things that will make you feel better, but you avoid them, which makes you feel so much worse. If you count backwards from 5 and go do that thing instead of thinking about it and then deciding that you don't want to do it or that it's too hard or all these things, then you might get stuck in this habit of avoiding it again and again and again. Every time you think about doing it, you think of those feelings instead of just going and doing it and ignoring how you're feeling. So I'll link all those books in the description below, because even though the motivation that these books gives you is short term, and in all, motivation isn't going to be helping you fix these behaviors over time. You need to actually do them no matter how you're feeling. Being able to identify the problem is half the solution. Reading or listening to these makes you really think, oh yeah, I've been doing this, I've been doing that, identifying the problem. And then from there, it's up to you to really take the action, which is like the solution.
I kid you not, when I ended this clip and went to continue to listen to the book, the first thing she's talked about was how motivation is garbage and trying to find motivation to get things done is not going to work. Coincidence? I think not. Guys, then watch my last photo booth video, and it was from, I think, October or November, and look what I say. I feel a little bit stressed. I feel good, but just a little bit stressed. I've done a lot of stuff done the past 2 days, which is great, because when you have like these outstanding tasks that can be done and just putting them off for no reason, and they're not even big, like it's just in the back of your head, something you have to do. So I got some of those done, but now I have a few more things to do today. It's just, yeah, like, don't look at tasks. Sometimes it's like you feel stressed when you have so much to do, but it's not that stressful.
I'm feeling so good now because I'm feeling the momentum of getting the things done that I need to do. But even though I got to doing this Etsy and I've been doing it, I made my orders, doesn't mean that there's not roadblocks while I'm still here. For example, I ran out of my thank you cards, and I really don't like printing and cutting them. I just feel like it's a lot of work, but I have to do it, so I did it. Now it's gonna take me a minute to get these out, then I'll be done. And then I also have to make some bracelets like this, which I don't want to do because my hands get sticky when I do it, and I have to use a lighter to burn it, and it's a bit of a process and it takes a bit of time. I have to get it done eventually, so it's better to just get it done now. Okay, finished my 2 bracelets now, and now time for packaging, another thing that I don't want to do. But what I've realized from doing all this is, in my head, when I think about doing it, it sounds painful, it sounds awful, but actually doing it isn't. Like, the pain that's in my head is so different than the actual action of doing it. Okay, I'm done now. I'm not gonna lie, that was a lot of work and I'm very tired now. But even though I'm tired, I'm glad that I did it, and I don't feel bad, I don't feel in pain or anything like that. I'm just tired. So I'm gonna make lunch. It's 3 o'clock and I need to go to the gym pretty soon actually. But I know I need to have a little bit of rest before I keep on going on with my day. Guys, there is the biggest spider in my kitchen. It's the same one I saw in the sink earlier. So I will not be in this corner of my kitchen at all because it is the spider's kitchen now, not mine. But I made lunch. I just made this little taco bowl. It's been my go-to recently because it's so filling and has a little bit of everything, and it's so quick and easy. So I'm gonna eat this before I head to the gym.
audio for this clip cut out, but as you can see, this is me going to the post office to drop off my packages. I had been actively avoiding going to this post office during the day because they're very stringent on the rules there, and when I was first starting to send packages, I would make a lot of mistakes and I would always end up feeling bad. So I ended up avoiding going there because other post offices would never point out if I had made any mistakes. But by doing that, I was also avoiding fixing any mistakes that I could be making. So as you can see from my smile, after I went, I felt so good. I had a great conversation with the people there, and nothing was wrong with my packages because I've been doing this for a while now, and I think I have a pretty good idea of what I'm doing. But even if there was an issue, it would have been okay. And then after that, I headed to the gym, which I also really did not want to go to. It's a habit that I want to do every day, so I went there anyway. And when I was at the gym, I would go from feeling so good and then feeling like I want to go home and it was too hard, and then so good again, and then I want to go home. But the important part is that I did what I went there to do, and in the end, I was okay. I decided to go for a walk down my street to my mailbox and then continue along a nice path because it was a beautiful day outside, and I had been scared to go for a walk, being afraid that I'm going to run into one of my neighbors and have to explain to them my situation about how I don't have a job, and thinking that they'll judge me, which will make me feel like a failure even though I am content with my life situation right now. So I went on a walk anyways, and it was gorgeous. Because the worst that would happen is I run into one of my neighbors, tell them what I'm doing. At the end of the day, I wouldn't know if they're judging me, and if they were, that's okay.
Guys, do you know that TikTok trend where it's like, how come my body doesn't know the difference between like going to the grocery store or getting attacked by a bear? That's how I felt doing that just now. But it's okay, I'm okay now. And I'm gonna enjoy this beautiful walk and listen to more of my audiobook, 5 Second Rule by Mel Robbins.
Then I went on to make dinner, which was this pita with turkey meatballs, pickled onion, and tzatziki. And I'm not gonna lie, this was exhausting. It was definitely one of the more difficult meals I've made in my life, along with it being the end of the day and me being tired and not having all the ingredients, which made me realize the importance of also taking breaks during the day, because I had gone from going to the gym to going for a walk to making this, which took about 3 hours without stopping at all to just take a deep breath and take a break. But this was something that I wanted to do, and it ended up tasting really, really good. So I'm happy that I made the meal. It was very tiring, but I was okay. I would take that tiredness any day over the pain of the anxiety, what if I'm tired feeling, that makes me avoid taking action.
Guys, I need breadcrumbs to make the meatballs, but there's no breadcrumbs here, so I'm gonna make my own. Luckily we have some bread to be able to make these with, but we should still be able to make this recipe. Hi guys, so it is a couple days later now, and let me tell you, in the, I guess 2 days to 3 days since I filmed this video, my life has done a 180. I have now done everything that I have been avoiding, and I feel amazing. But yesterday, I felt awful. Yesterday, I did a couple of hard things again, and the thing is, sometimes you'll do these things and you won't feel good after. Some things in life are hard and they're tiring and they're painful, but even though yesterday I didn't feel great, I still felt so much better and could sleep so much better at night knowing that I had done everything that I could. And that's all that you can ever ask of yourself. Now, I was worried yesterday. I was like, oh, I've done everything and I don't feel good. But as you can see through this video, I've gone from feeling good and bad and good and bad and feeling motivated and then discouraged, motivated and discouraged. And that's because your brain is wired to move away from hard things. And just because you do a hard thing doesn't mean that you're set for life. There's going to be more hard things that come and you're not going to want to do them. As you start to tackle those things, you're going to start proving to yourself that you can do it. And even if it's hard or it doesn't go how you want it to, you will be okay. And your confidence is going to start going up and up and up, and that's going to make all these tasks so much easier. Now, just for a couple of things to show you guys how my life has changed and how things have gotten better, some things that aren't even really a result of me actively putting effort into that thing. It's just gotten better because I think when you are doing the things that you need to do and just working your best in life starts working in your favor as well. So for one, I had no idea what I was going to do this summer. I left my job in November, and ever since I've just been really unsure of what to do. I know that I eventually want to move to a different province, and I know that I love traveling and new opportunities, but there hasn't been anything that has been really calling my name. And I realize that that is because I've been feeling so scared to even think that I can go anywhere that I haven't even really looked at the options that I do have. One of which is going to the University of St. Anne this spring to do this French immersion program that I had previously done 2 years ago, and I got accepted this year, but I was like, no, like I can't go. But then I thought, why not? I can totally go, and I would love to go. I know I would have the best time ever. So I'm gonna do that, and then after that, I might spend a little bit more time on the East Coast, which is something that I knew I wanted to do this summer, and I've always wanted to do. I love the East Coast. I have family there, and I've always visited, but I really would love to spend a longer period of time there. And then after that, we're getting to near the end of the summer, and I think I want to move provinces around there. And listen, things might change. I don't know, but I know that I'll be okay no matter what happens. And if they change, it might be for something that's way better. And also, I have an Etsy shop, and one of my goals is to reach 3,000 sales by the end of April. And today, I hit 2,500 sales, which the next big milestone after that is 3,000. And I've been working on my Etsy the past couple months, but in these past couple of days, I have gotten so many sales. It's insane. And I haven't changed anything. I haven't changed anything when it comes to my Etsy. I've just changed these other things in my life. But my Etsy's doing better now too. My YouTube, I was stuck at like 50 subscribers for like 2 weeks, and then suddenly, Monday, I get 14 out of nowhere. All these things are great, but what is so important is that even if these things weren't happening, I know now that I will keep putting in the work, because eventually, with hard work, you will always achieve your goals. And I've been reading this book, Grit, which talks about that a lot. It's talking about how the most successful people, sure, they might be talented, but what really gives them success is the fact that they keep going, they don't give up. I've been listening to the 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins throughout the past couple of days as well. And last night I was at the gym. I did not want to be at the gym at all. Again, I wasn't feeling good yesterday, but I went there and I was listening to this podcast, or this audiobook, and she said Mark Ruffalo had 600 auditions before he got his first big role. This is the Hulk, someone who is a great actor and known worldwide, but he had to do 600 auditions before he got his first big role. 600! Just because you don't get immediate success in something does not mean that you can't do it or that you're not good at it. And the only person who can really hold you back in a situation like that is yourself. Because if you keep going, no matter what setbacks you face, if you really, really want it, because it's gonna be hard to do something like that if you don't want it, but if you really want it, you can accomplish all your goals. I believe in you. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you can all take away from this video that you're so able to accomplish all of your dreams, and I hope you all have a great rest of your week. Bye! Guys, now it's 1 o'clock. I have made $131 on Etsy today, And for some people that might be a lot of money, for some people that might not be a lot, but for me that is so much. That is such a good day for my account. Again, I don't know if this is happening because of what I've done the past couple of days, but I think it does, and I'm just so grateful for everything in my life. I think that I have such an amazing life, and I don't know what I did to deserve such a good life, but I'm just always surprised of how many amazing good things can happen and how many amazing good people there are out there. I have such good friends and family, and I'm not trying to say this to brag. I'm trying to say this because I know that you all can as well. It just starts with believing that that is what you deserve and putting in the work that aligns with that.